Will anyone tune in? I don't know. We will have to wait and see. What's up, everybody? Ozzy's here. That's all I need. Nobody else needs to tune in. I'll just talk to Ozzy. Matthew Lebner's here. Good evening, Captain. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you as well, Matthew. I need a drink. So hope everybody's well. What are we going to be talking about today? That's up to you guys. I don't know. Just in case you guys didn't know, on the Captain Foley personal channel, I just released a video last week where it was your chance to tune in and ask me questions. And I made the response video today, but that'll be out 2 weeks from tomorrow. Yeah, 2 weeks from tomorrow on the Captain Foley personal channel. So if you left me a message or a question, I address it, and it's a good video. Hopefully you'll tune in for it. If not, why? How did I do to you? John Walker says, hola! Hola, sir. Ozzy, when are you going on your trip? We leave on it's from the 24th to the 28th. So, Ron Phillips is here. Evening, Cap. Good evening, sir. Yeah, me and Sylvia are going to be gone from October 24th to the 28th, which is that's the week of the second last episode of Lower Decks. So, you probably won't be getting the regular content that week, just because we won't be back until after the Friday. So we'll probably do the review and the live on the Friday, on the Monday after I'm back, would be my guess. I could be wrong. We'll see. But yeah, and then of course the finale I'll be back for. Don't worry about that. So, but apparently Mike McMahon said that both of the last episodes are a big deal. They tie into this mystery ship, so we'll have to see how it goes. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel, why not go over there and subscribe right now? I bet you I don't have a fleet pod to share the link. Let me just do something real quick. Whoa, that jumped over. When you don't open your iPad for a while and you go to open like a app like Messenger, and all of a sudden it like and it like jumps all over the place. Well, let's see if I can get any of our crack team of moderators over here. Boom, baby. All right. Matthew Lebner, worth the wait, Cap. Enjoy your trip. Thank you. I will try to do so. Geraldine Karstensen is here. The goodest of evenings, Cap. Thank you. Same to you. Eric Martin says, bonjour. Bonjour. How's it going, Eric? Hopefully you had a productive day. I did. I got a whole great video filmed and edited, and it'll be a good one. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So I hear nothing really amazing or cool came out of New York Comic Con in the way of Star Trek content, which doesn't surprise me. Kurtzman was on stage thanking the fans for being vocal and saving Prodigy. Really? Anyway, can't stand that, man. Oh, snap. Fleet Paw threw in the Captain Foley personal channel. Olivia says, throws in $2. Thank you. It says, Cap, I'm here. I have a puppy snoring on me. I got 3 puppies over here. None of them are snoring yet. John Walker, I have a question from DS9. If the Cardassians use disruptors, how come they only seem to do phaser damage? Well, disruptors are much like phasers. They can be set and tuned to do whatever they need to do. That's a good question, though, because you wonder the damage a disruptor can do to like a human body. It just, you would imagine it disrupts every cell in the body or something like that. So that's a very good question. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. But how dare you come at me with questions like that I can't answer immediately? Curses to you. Long live the pugs in Dot. Indeed, long may they live. Kyle Swinderman says, good evening, Captain. I am here with my faith of the heart. Thank you, Kyle. Captain Ron Phillips, how's the Camaro? Packed up for the winter yet? Nah, it's still in the driveway. I haven't covered it. I hardly drove it this season. I hardly drove it this year. I feel, at times I feel bad about that, but overall I don't. I don't know. There's just, I wasn't feeling like doing it this year. But it is running fine. It is good. It's in the driveway. I just need to throw a cover on it, but usually I can get away with driving it. Usually like the 1st of November is when I am kind of done with it. But the last couple of years have been pretty good. I can drive it until the first snowfall, because that's when they salt and sand the roads. And I don't want to drive it on salt or sand because that's just bad for the frame. And it's never been winter driven, so I can drive it until then. I actually like driving it in the fall. The engine doesn't get too hot, but that's a whole other situation. SFX 314 Saber-Tooth Raptor. Captain Foley, did you and Sam comment on the Springfield class ship? A refit I would suggest is a different connection point, like the neck type, similar to the New Orleans type Galaxy nacelles. Did we comment on it? No. Springfield class sounds familiar, though. We might have done a video on it. You might want to check, just because I feel like we would have done that one. I think I know which one you're talking about. But just type in to YouTube search Trekyards and Springfield class. Maybe you'll find something. Eric Martin, I remember Captain Jellicoe ordering the Cardassians to eject their primary phaser coils. Yeah, from their ships. I think John Walker was referring to their handheld weapons being disruptors, but you are correct. Saber-Tooth Raptor, I think the Proto-Ambassador class should be cannon vessel. Possibly you can say it is a variant. In some respects, it looks like an advancement. Oh, you mean Probert's design? Yeah, it's actually been kind of reclassed as the Probert class. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the design, honestly. I would definitely prefer Rick Sternbach's Ambassador class. And I see what Andrew Probert was doing with it as an iterative, like a step between the Excelsior and the Enterprise D, but it just doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. I did a video on the Eagle Moss release of that ship, and I kind of talk about my feelings about the design there. So if you want to check out my Eagle Moss Probert Ambassador class video, I give my thoughts. And Saber-Tooth Raptor says, Wolf 359 vessel. Sure, yeah. Olam Drab, hi Trekyards people. Hello. Oh, hello. John Walker was referring to their personal weapons. Disruptor wounds are always described as lethal, but they seem to only do phaser damage to the people they hit. Maybe they're set on stun for disruptor, and that is still pretty brutal. Fleet Paw throws in $5. I have half a mind to invite you all to Niagara Falls to visit me on Sunday, but I need my sleep. I had half a mind and I needed my sleep. Oh, so that's a past tense thing. Dude, I would have, let's see, Sunday. Oh, yeah, I had a thing on Sunday. I had to go to a Renaissance Festival. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to make it on Sunday, but if you're ever in Niagara Falls, my dude, shoot me a message. I will come down and see you. Eric Martin, Fleet Paw, you should have found Springfield video by now. Wake up. I don't think there is one, but I'm just saying there might be. Olam Drab, I do kind of like the rounder ambassador class. Got a partially finished model around here somewhere. Yeah, it's one of my faves. And actually, it's funny. I talk about it. I talk about the ambassador class in the video I recorded today. Plus, I've got one up there. So, John Walker throws in $2. Thank you so much, John. I remember the poor man's galaxy was the Nebula. The poor man's galaxy class was the Nebula, yes. Fleet Pop shared the link for the Probert class. Is that the Eagle Moss review? Yes, it is. Good job. Good job. Fleet Paw, you're getting a raise. I'll increase your pay by 50% of what I'm paying you now. You earned it. Been hella thirsty today. Got the results of my sleep study back, and it's the same as it was like a decade plus ago. I wake up 128 times an hour. That's 2 times a minute. I stop breathing and wake up. So I don't get any sleep ever. I have severe sleep apnea, and it's a medical concern because it's going to affect, it's going to give me memory loss, which it already kind of has. My memory's garbage. I also, greater chance of stroke, greater chance of heart attack. So it's like, yeah. So I have to go back for another sleep study on November 27th. And they get to calibrate a CPAP machine for me so I can get the proper calibration. Because I think the reason that I wasn't responding to my last CPAP machine was because the calibration was never set. And it's true, they never had me in for a calibration test. They gave me the machine, they calibrated it, they said bring it back in like a month and a half. They checked the little SD card and they made some tweaks here and there, but they never did a sleep study with me wearing the goddamn thing. So they couldn't make the refinements and changes they needed to. So yeah, so really great news hearing that I have a severe medical condition. I already knew I had sleep apnea, and I knew it was bad because it's the same results as it was like 10 years ago. But yeah, it's not a great feeling knowing that. And the fact that's why it takes so long to wake up in the morning. I'm not a morning person, and there's something called sleep inertia when your brain gets in a certain state of sleep. It's hard for it to get out of it. And considering I never really get any real quality sleep, it explains a lot. And sleep inertia can take anywhere from 15 minutes to like an hour and a half to wear off. And sometimes I literally wake up and I have to kind of chill out and do nothing for like an hour, and then I get motivated to do things. So my brain she no works so good. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit, you know? Eric Martin. So was the ambassador class a failure because in TNG you see mostly Excelsiors and Miranda variants? Thoughts? No, I don't think it was a failure. I think it was just a design that was expensive to build because it was a battleship type of ship, and I think that there just weren't a lot of them built, and therefore not a lot around. You do see them occasionally in like DS9 and stuff, and the Battle of Wolf 359. So they are around, but the Mirandas and stuff were built en masse, and the Excelsiors were a damn fine ship, so that's why they're still around. But good question. Dogs. Saber-tooth Raptor. I would love to have seen more ships in TNG through DS9 that were of a newer design rather than 23rd century ships. Totally agree with you on that one. However, I do love seeing the old stuff. But yeah, it was a matter of practicality with the models that they had. And my God. So yeah. Ire Fan Geek says, despite the Star Trek rewrites, did you think Zachary Quinto was a good Spock? He was amazing and in Heroes as a villain. No, well, he was all right. I really prefer Ethan Peck. The reason I say that is Zachary Quinto Spock, to me, looks like a Funko Pop or like a bobblehead. He doesn't, I don't know. He's all right. He has his moments for sure, but if I had to pick between the two of them, it'd be Ethan Peck for me. So there's that. Zachary Quinto did a good job, but I don't know. Something about him just to me feels off. Like I've always compared him or called him a bobblehead because he literally looks like a bobblehead. He looks like a caricature of Spock almost. So take that for what it's worth. Saber-tooth Raptor. What do you think of the Apollo class type if the it has ambassador parts configured like a Nebula class? I think it's great. I am a big fan of the shapes that they use on the ambassador class. The saucer, the nacelles, and to reconfigure them in any manner, it works for me. It's a good callback actually to TOS with the way it looks. And I like that. I like that a lot. So Mark Lawrence is here, the amazing Mark Lawrence. Hey, Captain. Hey, Mark. Thank you so much for doing the thing. It's getting us there. Kyle Swinderman, we got to get you and EMH to get these sleep things worked out. Take care of yourself, Captain. You've got this. Right? Yeah, I know. I was there. I know I got it. Eric Martin, I didn't like the CPAPs, so you can have the mouthpiece made that keeps your lower jaw forward when you sleep and keeps your airway open. Much cheaper and easier to tolerate. Except I can't wear mouthpieces. I have a really bad gag reflex. I can be holding something in my mouth like this. And there it is. I get a gag reflex from doing that. So when they put the thing in to get like x-rays of teeth, I'm like, they put it in, they run out because they know, my dentist knows that I don't tolerate it well. And it's like, I just want to gag. I can't wear mouthpieces. It just doesn't work for me. So yeah. And I've tried those mouthpieces before. I can't. I put them in and like 10 seconds later, I'm like, bleh. I just can't do it. So yeah. Chuck A is here. Hi, Captain. Hello, Chuck. John Walker, sorry if it's a bit dark. I'm new. But have you thought of just full leaning into the apnea and building the Darth Vader sleeping ball? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think I sleep better when I'm sitting up anyway, because I do fall asleep on the couch occasionally. And, you know, so with the way I'm sitting, it's not loosening all the muscles and like having my tongue fall back. So, sure, I'd be down for doing that. That's not dark at all, man. That's fine. Mark Lawrence, the thing is done. Mark Lawrence is our Section 31 operative, and he has completed his mission. This is a good day. Ozzy says, hi, Chuck. A grandpa go cowboy. Hi, Chuck. A grandpa go Cowboys. Hi, Chuck A. Grandpa go Cowboys. He's talking to Chuck, so I should just not even pay attention to their conversation. Saber-tooth Raptor. I saw a ship that has an ambassador saucer section and the cells configured to look like the NX-01. Okay, cool. Fleetpaw says, I believe there is some sort of implant or wearable that eliminates the need for the mask. I will look into it and send you the link. Dun, 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 dun. Please do, please do. I know there's a whole bunch of new stuff coming out about for sleep apnea and CPAP stuff. So yeah, I'm down because I never wore it before because I felt more tired in the morning when I had it on. And sometimes during the night, consciously, I would take it off just to actually fall back asleep because I hated it. And other times, without even realizing it, I took it off sometime in the night and I woke up and it was off. So they think it's because my first one wasn't calibrated properly, which makes a whole shit ton of sense. So hopefully this calibration thing that I have to go back for will solve that problem. So Matt Boardman says, here for a moment, but just wanted to say hi. Hello, Matt. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Eric Martin, I have to wake up at like 3 a.m. every night to pee, and it screws up my sleep. Disruptions 2 times a minute is awful. Yeah, it is, I guess. I don't literally wake up, though. My brain doesn't acknowledge that it's woken up. It's just my body does. My body stops breathing, and then gasps for breath. So I'm just not getting the amount of oxygen I need. I don't literally like every two times a minute go, oh shit. Oh shit. It's not how that works. So, and the trick is, Eric, to go pee right before you go to bed. Then you don't have to pee during the course of the night. Have you not figured that out yet? Jeff W. is here. General Grievous is here. General Grievous says probably get checked by a doctor, perhaps. At Eric Martin for getting up to pee, yeah. Chuck A. I'm a recent grandpa 8 months ago, Stuart. Cool. I am also a grandpa a couple times over, so welcome to the club. Ire Fan Geek, I don't know, but Nurse Chaplain is fine AF, LOL. Nurse Chaplain. Do you mean Nurse Chapel? I think you do. And yes, Jess Bush. Oh my God. Yes. Jeff W., I believe the implant is called Inspire, I think. I'm down. If it works, I'm down. Just give it to me. John Walker, I understand weird gag reflexes. I can wear a mouthpiece fine, but taking shots hits me like that puke syrup they give you after you eat poison. I can do shots no problem. So it's weird how it works out, eh? Terrence Childs, hello, Captain Foley. You're early today. What are we up to? We're not up to anything. I just had some time, wanted to go live. Mark Lawrence says that he too is a sucker for a platinum blonde. Jaddock Productions, all the Trekkies in here slap that like button like it's mozzie on someone's neck. Do as he says. Fleet Pass says, sent it over. You can review it at your leisure. Thank you, Fleet Pass. Sabertooth Raptor, I'm actually fonder of the Galaxy X class than the World Razor, one from Picard. The Galaxy X is more elegant, in my opinion. Yes, yes. The World Razor done by Sean Turanjo is, it seems like a mishmash kit bash. It sounds like a song. The mishmash kit bash. I'm not really the biggest fan of the World Razor, honestly. I would prefer the Galaxy X as well. Yes, 100%. That being said, the Galaxy class is much better. Like Andrew Probert had it right, and then for the Galaxy X, they slap shit on it, and it just kind of looks eh. But the World Razor took up Andrew's beautiful design and chopped it up and like shifted things around, and it's like, yeah, not the biggest fan of it, but hey. Terrence Childs, I just found out about a Cobra saucer that has been released. Are you going to get it? A Cobra saucer. Is that a saucer for feeding your pet cobra? What is a Cobra saucer? Kyle Swinderman, Nurse Chaplin must be a close relative of Charlie Chaplin. Eric Martin, we have to book a weekend in the spring, Cap, to polish the Camaro. You do one side, I'll do the other. Is that a euphemism for something? Because I'm not interested, thanks. But yeah, waxing that car is a pain in the ass. It's a big surface areas, especially the hood. Oh my God. Yeah. I need to get like a clay bar. I need to do it properly. I need to get like, I do have a circular polisher, but I need to get like compound and do like the couple different compounds down to the really fine one, and then the buff and the polish. And like I said, a clay bar would not be a bad thing at this point, to actually get all the stuff off and get it nice and clean. But I don't want to do that. It is a pain in the ass to wash that car, and I didn't really do it at all this year. So, yeah. Jeff W. sent you a link, but it's sticking. But I'm sticking with the machine myself. The nose piece works best for me. See, I had that nose piece that went up, and it always made my nose so dry and yes, there's a fluid thing on the thing to provide humidity, but it always hurt in the morning. So I went with this, Terrence Childs, who out there has seen the new Rick and Morty episodes this Sunday? I didn't see it. I haven't watched any Rick and Morty. Well, that's not true. I've seen bits and pieces and an episode, a couple episodes here and there. Not really a fan. I'm sure I would get into it if I watched it from the beginning, but I just haven't done so yet. So, really, you guys need to be so loud. Kyle Swinderman, Captain, have you seen the early photos and review of the new Playmates Enterprise D? Looks kind of rough. Hope the Protostar is higher quality if we get it. When we get it, I've been assured by Aaron Waltke we will be in fact getting the Protostar. Yes, I've seen some stuff, and I've seen some comparisons to the original one. This one has its issues, but it's also got some pros and cons, let's put it that way. The saucer separation is a unique feature, but even that's got some issues. At some point, I'm sure I will get one, and I'm sure I will do a review of it. I just haven't done so yet, but yeah, I've seen a few things, and I didn't get the TOS one because, well, again, multiple reasons. There's a lot wrong with it, lighting-wise, and I hate where the buttons are, and I hate a lot of things. I hate this lighting, by the way. I just hate a lot of things. Even this lighting, because I got gray over here, and not so much here. This is all the same length, but this side looks so much longer. If I can just do that, maybe. This lighting makes my beard look weird. Ira Fan Geek. Oh, hold on. What is happening with this? Alright, Ira Fan Geek says, Star Trek has never lacked beautiful women, that's for sure. The haters can say whatever they want. My boy Kirk kissed more women than Darth Vader could only dream. LOL. True. Fleet Paw says, Jess Bush, Nurse Chapel. You spelled Chapel wrong. Has some bodacious tatas. actually, she's kind of lacking in the Tata area, honestly. One complaint. I find some really, really attractive women just don't have any up top. And is it a is it's one of those things that it's weird to me. We know La'an does. She's got some nice ones. So does Uhura, honestly. We shouldn't talk about this. And curses for bringing it up. And Irfan Geek says, sorry, voice texting. No problem, don't apologize. Eric Martin, I prefer the Ross class to the Galaxy X. Yeah, the Ross class is a cool ship. I do like the STO versions of the Galaxy class for sure. Sabertooth Raptor, in my redesign, the Lance is smaller. The Captain Jaw is a Defiant variant ship that has part of the Lance on the bottom of the ship that connects to the main ship while docked. Interesting. Sounds like a Mirror Universe ship at that point. Caven Maven says, for your information, totally random, Mission 58 in Las Vegas has tickets available, peeps. We know. Ha ha. We have our tickets already. Our tickets and our room. All we need to do is book our flights. Because, yeah, me and Sam will be going to STLE next year, so. Jeff W., for your information, Smallville anniversary yesterday, 22nd anniversary. Nice. I apologize for my dogs. John Walker, the new voice actor for Rick and Morty, does Morty fine, but Rick sounds off AF. Didn't know there was a new voice actor. Trekyards here, yay! Quiet, everybody. Stop talking about him. Kyle Swinderman, she's kind of lacking in the tatas. Captain calling it like it is. I notice these things. I'm just saying. Eric Martin, internet says A cups for Jess, but they suit her frame. Do they, though? Yeah, there's some very beautiful women that just don't have anything up top like that. Like, I don't know what the actress's name is from Will and Grace, but the redhead, she was gorgeous. But, like, no, nothing. That's concerning to me. Jeff W. says, I guess your dog doesn't like Smallville. I guess not. John Walker, Japanese Kotobo for forgiveness. Ski slope BC cups are art. Now we're talking about the breasticles. Or the chesticles. Oy. Sabertooth Raptor. This ship is not a Mirror Universe ship, though the universe it comes from is a dark one. Humanity is, in this universe, is an endangered species. Earth is gone. They are actually more advanced, though. Nice. Sounds like the Earth Federation from Strange New Worlds, the episode Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. That's what that sounds like, actually. General Griever says, you said quiet, everybody, but your son didn't come on screen. I said, quiet, stop talking about Trekyards. He's here now. Trekyards says, stop talking about me. Did I miss something? No. You didn't. Trekgate says, guess Section 31 is happening as a movie. Yes. Section 31 is going to be a movie. We've known that for a while. Ira Fan Geek, do you have the Klingon Encyclopedia back there and all those books? My dad had that book. The encyclopedia or the Klingon dictionary? And no, it's not back there in all those books, because all my Star Trek books are in that shelf. The Klingon Dictionary, right here. Yeah, I've had this since it first came out. So when was that? The paper is all like crisp and like yellowy now. $19.92. I got this the same year I bought my Camaro. I was 18. So there you go. But yes, is this the one you're talking about? Kyle Swinderman, video idea. Trekyards' biggest crushes in Trek. Done tastefully, of course, and could even include man crushes, lol. Yes, the thoughts occurred to us a few times to do top 10 or something like that as well. Yeah, it might be a thing one day. You never know. Tastefully. I should do a tasteful version for YouTube and then a Patreon members only one. Or channel members, just in general. Terrence Childs, your Cobra saucer is a toy set that they have built. It's a flying snake head on the cartoon, in the cartoon introduction of G.I. Joe. Oh, they're making that? That was friggin' awesome. I didn't know that. Is it a HasLab exclusive thing? Because I recently, well, a while ago, got funded the HasLab Dragonfly, the 1/6 scale Dragonfly helicopter with Wild Bill in 1/6 scale, and I can't wait for that to come. Damn, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do the Cobra head thing in the Cobra saucer in 1/6 scale. That's for damn sure. But that's cool. If it's a HasLab thing, I'll look into it. Because General Gear says Trekyards After Dark, everyone. Eric Martin, people always ask about favorite episodes in Trek, but who is your favorite character? I think I would say have to date Garrick. You would have to date Garrick. Garrick's great. Cisco is definitely up there. Favorite character? Wow, there's so many to choose from. Garrick would be up there though, for sure. I don't know. Matt Borman said, just sent you something on Facebook Messenger. Well, I guess I gotta go check Facebook Messenger now. He sent me a photo. Oh my god. Oh fuck. That's great. You killed it. That is amazing. Oh yes. Those additions look good, my friend. Those additions look great. Can I see an underside shot? Did you do the warp nacelle thing? Real time. Can you... the windows on the strut thing, can you slide the top two back a bit? They're a little too close to the line. Oh... my dude. Yeah, the placement of the ones on the secondary hull, spot on. Love the glow. Dude, you just ramped that up to 1,000. Everybody's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Well, the Foley class is coming together. Da 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 da. Dude, I am super excited about that. Matt, you're killing it. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Trek or not, has anyone had the idea yet for a glow-in-the-dark Elcar's t-shirt? No, but you do now. So awesome. That's a great idea. Ira Fan Geek, yes, that's the same book. Oh my God, brings back memories. Ask and ye shall receive. I have a lot of old books back here. You'd be surprised. Trek or not, Cap could get one with 2 glow-in-the-dark Bizards. For Sylvia, yes. There'll be 3D as well. John Walker, Captain Foley, have you ever read the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind? No, I have not. I have not at all. Fleetpaw says, I have the Klingon dictionary, Klingon for the Galactic Traveler, and Conversation on Klingon, LOL. Yes, I have the Klingon travel book as well. We were looking at that one night that you weren't even here. People were super chatting in for an interesting fact. They get to pick a page number. We're going to do that now. So the first person to super chat in and pick a number between 1 and 191, I will go to that page and read something interesting from the Star Trek Klingon Dictionary. Squadron Course, Book and Camaro. Book and Camaro could be an 80s song. Yeah. Kyle Swinderman, that Patreon version should be wild, and I'm here for it. Trek or not, did you do top 10 planets? I can't remember. No, we have not done that. Sabertooth Raptor, this ship does not use warp drive, but a form of quantum slipstream using dark midnight crystals. In the universe, Zephram Cochrane develops his quantum slipstream. That's interesting. I like that. Jeff W., I think after seeing the Trek news from New York Comic Con, the Star Trek Picard spinoff is dead. I don't think so. Matt says, still adding interiors, but it'll look even better once they're all in. I don't doubt it. My God, I'm really impressed with that, Matt. That is amazing. Thank you. And yeah, there's no word on Legacy. The rumor is that it's probably a go, but they're not going to announce anything until the strike's done. But that's just a rumor. So take it with not only a grain of salt, but a salt shaker of salt. If they push through Star Trek Academy or Starfleet Academy and Section 31 movie and not Legacy, the things that the fans asked for, there's a problem. So let's hope that's not the case, shall we? That would not be a good thing. I sadly can't move those back, but I can adjust the line. Yeah, sure, just do that then. Sabertooth Raptor, humanity is actually trying to survive in another galaxy in the universe. The Galaxy-class starships are acting as mobile space stations and colonies. I like that as well. That's a great premise for a story. Jason Hurdle says, nice ship. Eric Martin says, she has ample nacelles, if you'll pardon the engineering parlance. I will not pardon the engineering parlance, sir. Squadron Course, nice model. I'm still waiting for Sam to send me the LWO files for mine. I have no idea what any of that's about. I don't know what an LWO file is. I don't even know what ship you're talking about. And sorry, Sam gets busy and has things on his mind, and Matt Boardman says, my ex-wife loved that series. Talking to John Walker. Fleetpaw throws in $5. Fleetpaw knew before you even showed the picture. Fleetpaw knows all. Fleetpaw sees all. Fleetpaw is actually the great koala. Don't tell Sam that. Sam has a weird love affair with the great koala. He thinks it's great. So, John Walker throws in $2. It says page 53. Okay, let's turn to 53 and it actually turned right to it. All right, other kinds of words. Though no one knows for sure, it is likely that this change was made more out of concern for understanding the scientific data of other civilizations than out of a spirit of cooperation. The Klingon numbers are 1, wa, 2, cha, 3, wish, 4, los, 5, va, 6, ja, jaf, jaf, 7, soch, 8, chorok, 9, hut, 10, wama. Fleetpaw can judge me on I don't think I did that very well, but there you go. Something interesting from page 53. Anyone else? I can pick another book too. Oh, there's so many good books. We'll see. John Walker says Faith of the Fallen, book 8 is the best one, I think. Eric Martin says, okay, Fleetpaw, what are the winning lottery numbers for this week, if you are all-knowing? Jason Hurdle throws in page 13 with no super chat. Let me think about it. Squadron course, it's all good. LWO Lightwave Object 3D model file. I'm sure he'll get around to it eventually. I mean, eventually the Earth will blow up. Billions of years from now. Eventually is not a good word to be using. Fleetpaw says you speak the numbers well for a human. Kyle Swinderman, your Klingon is pretty good, Captain. Must have been hanging out with Hoshi a lot. Nah, I'm not a Hoshi fan. I don't really like Linda Park that much. He's all right, but nah. All right, Jason. This is the only non-super chat page I'll do, but page 13. The sounds of Klingon. It's like the sound of silence. The system of writing Klingon used in this dictionary has been developed so people who already know how to read English will have a minimum of difficulty approximating the sounds of Klingon words and sentences. As in English, bronchitis or gazebo, some Klingons pronounce this sound as if it were M and B articulated almost simultaneously. Speakers of English can approximate this sound by saying imbalance without the initial I sound, imbalance. A very small number of Klingons pronounce B as if it were M. CH as in English, chew or artichoke, ch, ch. D, this sound is close to English D in dream or android, but it's not quite the same. The English D sound is made by touching the tip of the tongue to the part of the roof of the mouth just behind the upper teeth. Klingon D can best be approximated by English speakers by touching the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth at the point about halfway between the teeth and the velum, or soft palate. That part of the roof of the mouth that is rather gushy. As with Klingon B, some speakers pronounce D as if it were more like ND, and a distinct minority as if it were N, but of course with the tongue in the same position as for D. Words. Fleetpaw says 5, 19, 27, 36, 69, and the mega ball is 23. I love that 69's in there. Good job. You should have picked 42, though. Eric Martin, can you do the McD's jingle to all beef patties in Klingon? I can't do it in Klingon. I could probably barely remember it in English. Fleetpaw says, if you actually win, you will share it with me, or I'll have Cap break your kneecaps. With a truck. Cal Swinderman, Hoshi's tatas don't meet Captain's approval. Noted. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. John Walker, Nausicaan voice. Human. deep Klingon, or Human speak Klingon good. Human also play Damjat. Fleetpaw said, not off the top of my head. I would have to get back to you on that, Eric Martin. I'm going to pick a different book. This one's kind of dry reading, honestly. Let's see. This is a good one that I've hardly even fucking opened. So, I got this one. The Star Trek book. Let me just take the jacket off of it. Jacket has been removed, but it's still. So this one's got a lot of really cool shit in it. So, if anybody wants to super chat in and hear something interesting out of this book, give me a number between 1 and 317. Between 1 and 317. Fleetpaw says, or just get really close to the screen and let his eyeballs scare the fuck out of you. Don't tell him to get close to the screen, it freaks me out. Then you will share if you win, right? Right, Eric? You will do that, won't you? Do I have cataracts? Can somebody tell? Somebody have a big TV? Hello. This must be really freaky. Fleetpaw throws in $2 and says page 69. Who did that last time? Somebody kept saying page 69. Because that's a joke that never gets old. All right, page 6. Oh, what an awful page to pick. It's got a timeline thing, so I'll read some of the timeline stuff. Enterprise NX-01 fulfills earlier hopes and becomes the first Earth vessel to reach Warp 5. First clash between Earth and Romulan vessels occurs in 2152. I'm reading these because you picked an awful page. 2153, NX-01 dispatched on joint mission with Military Assault Command Operations, the Mako, to the Delphic Expanse after Xindi attack on Earth. 2154, Enterprise returns from Delphic Expanse. Columbia NX-02 launched under the command of Captain Erica Hernandez. 2155, Earth-Romulan War. United Earth Starfleet emerges victorious with help from interstellar allies. 2161, Starfleet rechartered under the new United Federation of Planets, Starfleet Academy established. 2245, Federation Starfleet commissions 12 Constitution-class starships for 5-year tours of duty, including the flagship USS Enterprise 1701. 2350, development of the Galaxy-class starship begins at Utopia Planitia Fleet Yards. In 2364, Starfleet launches its flagship Galaxy-class starship, the USS Enterprise NCC 1701D, under the command of Jean-Luc Picard. That's page 69. John Walker throws in $2. Anything about the Decorah-class Ferengi ship in the book? Let me see. We did a whole video on the Decorah class, my dude. Go check it out. Decorah. No. There isn't anything listed in the index under Decorah. weird. So I'm going to say no, there's not. Look up Marauder. Nope, nothing under Marauder either. There is, where is it? Metalis. Metalis. Oh, it's mentioned. I'm not going to read all the text to find where it mentions Metalis, but. Squadron Course. On the plus side, my ship is going to be in one of Sand's upcoming films. Yay! That's awesome. I want to see this ship. John Walker. I don't know the page number. I don't either because it's not in here apparently. Eric Martin says, Fleet Paul, you stole my number. Should have been quicker. I've heard that before. No, you always hear that was too fast from the ladies. Squadron Course. Can't put you on the big screen. Already took the home theater down. Screen is 16 by 9 feet. I was talking to Eric. He's got a big TV, so. Fleet Paw says, and that you were too quick, right? Terrence Childs, the ship Prometheus from Stargate can easily defeat the Enterprise from Captain Kirk's error. Yes, if Captain Kirk makes an error, then yes, maybe. Sabertooth Raptor. In a variant of design idea for the New Orleans class, it is size closer to the Galaxy class. It is a fast dreadnought designed for Dominion War, plus Akira-style torpedo pods and side launchers. Nice! And then Fleet Paw shared our links for the Decorah and the full breakdown of the Decorah Marauder class. Eric Martin says, do you have Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise? I love that book, but I don't know where it went in my extensive book collection. That's a silly question. Of course I have it. Where is it? It's over there somewhere. There it is, right there, right in front of me. I do have it. I can pull that out and read something from that if you want. Actually, we've talked to Laura Johnson. She used to be Shane Johnson when she wrote the books, but I've talked to Laura Johnson quite a bit over the years. She's fantastic, and she's the one responsible for all those books. So. Sabertooth Raptor, I didn't like the storyline where the NX-02 Columbia disappears and the book says it resulted in the Borg. Oh no, don't do that. That's kind of stupid. Kyle Swinderman throws in $5 and says page 82. Page 82. Maybe after this I'll switch to Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise. 82. It's all about Jonathan Archer. Model Starship Builders. Let's pick something to read here. Name, Jonathan Archer, species human, born 2112, New York, Earth. Parents, Henry and Sally Archer. Starfleet Division Command. Briefing. In his youth, Archer earned 26 merit badges and became an Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts. The more I've experienced, the more I've learned that no matter how far we travel or how fast we get there, the most profound discoveries are not necessarily beyond that next star. They're within us. They're within us. They're within us. Where no dog has gone before, rank has its privileges, and one that Captain Jonathan Archer claimed when he took command of the Enterprise was to have Porthos, his faithful canine companion, on board. I would have my pugs on my ship, I'm just saying. Archer had owned a dog all his life, and he acquired Porthos from the mother of an ex-girlfriend when the puppy was just 6 weeks old. She gave him the pick of the litter of 4 male beagles, which she had already dubbed the 4 Musketeers. Porthos was not the first dog in space, but he was the most well-traveled Earth pet of his era. He spent most of his time in Archer's quarters, staying alert to intruders and other anomalies. but was at times allowed to join landing parties, setting paw on new planets and going where no dog had gone before. Despite such impulses, the voyages of the Beagle led to just one diplomatic incident when the animal urinated on one of the planet Cretaceous sacred trees. On this occasion, Archer was able to make up for the offense by performing an elaborate ritual apology as required by the Cretaceans. So there you go. Cal Swinderman says, Sabretooth, did the NX-02 crash in beta canon from the Ships of the Line stuff by Doug? I don't know what happened to the ship in beta canon. Sabretooth Raptor, yes, that is correct, Kyle Swinderman. Squadra Course, I remember seeing that picture of the NX-02 crashed. But Squadra Course says, I finished my Star Trek Ships of the Line battle drawing graphic the other day. It's like a giant cheat sheet for the ships. Shows how they fit into battles. Nice. I should post that to the Facebook group. I use it when I plan battles for my book. Yes. I'm going to put this book back now. And they'll get the Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise. So now I need a number between 1 and 125. I love this book too. This and the technical manual were my Bibles growing up. Like, this is where it's at. We need more Denobulians on screen. Fleet Paw says, I started listening to the Shuttle Pod show the other day. It's pretty good. I should have started it way long ago. Yeah, it is fantastic. I would suggest checking them all out. I listen to them while I'm doing other things, because I don't really need to watch. So when I'm folding laundry or something, I'll have it on and I'll just listen to it. It's pretty great. Sabretooth Raptor says, I saw your Franklin video. I would modify it to be more in line to look like the NX class and Intrepid type. The same saucer hull, the nacelles would be in between the Intrepid and the NX. Delilah C. Johnson. Hi, hey, Captain. 115. Hello, Delilah. I don't know what the 115 means. John Walker puts in $2 and says page 69, because of course you do. Let's see, page 69 in this bitch. Well, it's I can't even read anything. Oh, I can. It's the transporter room graphic. So page 69 is the transporter room. Field generator matrix, transporter platform, transporter pad, 6 of them, arms cabinet, spacesuit locker, staging area, field equipment locker, emergency transporter here, waiting lounge, toilet, transport computer, control pod, transport machinery flat, and aluminum grate flooring. Looking down here, there's a waiting area for the transporter and a toilet. Isn't that special? Sabretooth Raptor, what do you think of the Columbia subtype refit of the NX class? It has been in STO. I don't know if I can recall what that looks like, so I don't have a thought on it right now. John Walker, thanks. Only heard it, never seen it spelt. Oh, for Denobulin? Yeah. Eric Martin throws in $5 and says page 11. Well, that was a dud. That's page 11. History of the refit. So there you go. That's what you get for your $5, Eric. The next page had a lot of cool information about the refit. Dun, 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 dun. But you don't get to hear any of it because you picked the wrong page number. So. I think of other. There's so many cool books I could actually. The Star Trek, the Book of Lists. It's a book that just lists things. Yeah. So this has been fun. Hit that like button if you haven't. We have 27 likes. I'd like to get to 30. Another 3 likes. We have 21 people watching, which is awesome. So yeah. Anybody else want a shot at picking a page? If not, I can change books. There's a technology book, Book of Lists. Oh, the Klingon Art of War. Star Trek, or the Starfleet Survival Guide. That's a good one. So many fantastic books. General Grievous, quick, Eric, freeze the video and magnify image. Fleetpaw said, I just read an article. YouTube is going to get a shitload of updates, so it's probably going to be wonky for the next few lives. Well, hopefully it'll be better in the long run. So, General Grievous says, hit like or I will bite you. Well, we've got 2 likes, so we only need 1 more to get to 30. So, I love this book. It's a great book. Latching mechanisms for airlocks, gangways. Fleetpaw throws in $2 and says page 12. You asshole. All right, let's see something interesting here. On April 7th, 2212, Enterprise Stardate 7523.2, the Constitution-class USS Enterprise returned to Earth orbit following her historic 5-year mission, her last historic 5-year mission. In doing so, the vessel earned a designation unparalleled in Starfleet history. Of the original 13 Constitution-class vessels launched, Enterprise alone had not been lost or destroyed in the line of duty. This fact graphically displayed to the general public that starship exploration was indeed far more dangerous than generally thought, and as a result, the ship and her crew rose to the status of living legend. In the public eye, Enterprise became the recognized symbol for Starfleet and the Federation in general. This consensus, followed by a motion by the Federation Council, led Starfleet to reverse a decision made unknown to the public. 3 months earlier, Enterprise was to have been decommissioned and disassembled following her return. Though Enterprise had been reprieved, she was still 25 years old, and her onboard technology was outdated. The vessel had undergone 4 overhauls since her initial launch in 2190. But these scheduled dry dock periods had simply repaired her existing systems without introducing newer technologies, as was Starfleet's standard procedure at the time. It quickly became obvious that only a major refit could keep the Enterprise at the forefront of the fleet. That's good for now. Eric Martin puts in $2. Lucky page 42, or page 42, lucky 42. Let's see. Page 42. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's a good one. A deck level 1. So it's this one. It's talking about the bridge. So let's see. Let's see. A deck is primarily composed of the vessel's main bridge, and it is from here that the commanding officer supervises the entire ship's operation. When seated in the command chair, located in the sunken center section, the commander has visual access to all major personnel stations and view screens, facilitating the decision-making process. This room is the nerve center of Enterprise and is manned by the top officers of each department. I'm going to skip some stuff, but go. 2 turbolifts service the bridge. These shafts meet on B deck and merge into a single vertical shaft, which drops at the ship's center line. The port side turbolift is capable of rotating to give access to the A deck airlock and docking port, as well as the toilets. To protect against system failure or deliberate sabotage, A deck features independent backup systems for battery power, gravity, and life support. These units activate automatically in the event of main system cutoff. So this one turbolift right here has the door to the bridge. It's also got a door there. So you can go in, it'll turn, and then you have access to the airlock area. And right over here is the head, the toilet. So there you go. FleetPod says, hit like or I'll sit Grievous on you. We have 31 likes now. Awesome. Cal Swinderman, Cap, do you still play Bridge Crew? I bet some of the fans here might love to go into battle by your side. I do play Bridge Crew. I haven't played it in a while. And yeah, I would... it's hard finding just 3 other people to do it with, though. I don't want to leave anybody out, so I just kind of usually go on with my own crew and you guys can watch. But there has been times where a few people have joined. Curtis Simpkins joined. Olivia's joined. We've had 1 or 2 other ones join us, so... Kyle Swinderman, Cap, do you... No, I just read that one. John Walker, $2. I vote for a thin book with a bunny on the cover. Because of course you do. Oh, I got this one. This is Playboy from December. I don't even know the year, but it's got a special glow-in-the-dark cover. The cover glows in the dark, man. So you could pick a page, I guess. There are a few Playboys roaming around here. Including this one. The Playmate book. It's got all the Playmates in it from 5 decades. And I obviously can't show anything really on camera here, so, but yeah. I also have a, where the fuck is it though? I've got a replica version of the very first Playboy with Marilyn Monroe in it. It's an exact copy. It's back here somewhere. John Walker says, I know they're there, LOL. Indeed, you do. There's more than one back there. Fleet Paw says, the bridge. Sabretooth Raptor, in the Dominion War, do you think in desperation they reactivated old Constitution ships and pressed into service? I could see them being part of the 3rd Fleet protecting Earth. Yes, I'm sure they did. There was actually the hull of one at Wolf 359, secondary hull. General Grievous, and we're demonetized now. LOL. Thanks, John. Terrence Childs, we all saw him just show us a Playboy magazine, right? Yeah, and did you see anything raunchy? No, you didn't. Fleetpaw, no, not demonetized. He didn't show any of the inside photos. I didn't. Jeff W., Chuck Norris, Vanilla Ice, board. Vanilla Ice, bored as themselves, zombie plane. Eric Martin throws in $2 and says page 111. Ooh. Oh, another failure. That's the appendix, Enterprise. Page 111. That was a crapshoot. And you failed twice. Oh, the next one would have been really good. Lots of text on the next page. Eric Martin says, Playboy, is that a lending library? No, I don't lend my shit out usually. Jeff W., they're going to be in a movie. Who are? Eric Martin says, I keep getting burned by stupid title pages. John Walker, $5. My cousin had all of them inherited from his dad. Then a rainstorm flooded his storage unit and he lost them all from first issue on. I cried. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, I wish I could remember where the Marilyn Monroe reprint one was, because there's almost like no nudity in that at all. It is back here somewhere. So Sylvia's Opa, he had boxes full of like CDs, burnt CDs. He's got the whole history of Playboy on CD, and also Penthouse and Hustler, and so many. It's just a big banker's box full of CDs. It is heavy as fuck. I inherited it, and I have it all. I have all the digital media that he had saved over the years. So, where? That's bugging me now. It should have been there. I'll need to find it. It is back there somewhere. Fleet Paw puts in $2 and it says page 114. Good page, good page. Let's see, something interesting. This new Enterprise is truly a state-of-the-art vessel. Other than Leading's transwarp drive and her M6 Mark II logic center, Enterprise also features a transwarp subspace communication system for use while in parallel space. This is first the Enterprise A. This radio capability is crucial for at relative transwarp speeds greater than 3,000 times the speed of light. Enterprise easily outruns conventional sublight signals. Another improvement designed into the vessel is a rear-firing torpedo tube. This additional stern-firing arc fills what was long been considered a dangerous gunnery blind spot. The control consoles on the bridge and engineering and other areas of the ship are of an entirely new design. These boards have no actual physical instrumentation and appear a smooth, solid black when turned off. All switches are computer-generated touchpads, which allow each console to perform any function that the user asks the ship's computer to display. There you go. Cal Swinderman, that Playmates book sounds very interesting. Shame we can't read from it. I could read from it, I just couldn't show you any of the pictures. Jeff W., I wish we would have some more of that bridge. Indeed. General Grievous, I like how in the Star Trek books it goes into the nitty-gritty and explains the how of how technology works in a believable way, where Star Wars books just go hand wavy. Trust me, bro. Yeah. Sabertooth Raptor, the ship in my dark universe do have phase cloaking technology. That's awesome, man. General Grievous, those were really valuable. Probably should have gone to the water damage restoration expert. It'd probably be worth it. Yeah. All right, I want to put this back. Should go through some of the more like older non-mainstream books that existed. have some wonky stuff in them. I always hate putting books back into bookshelves because the two books beside it always get pushed in too far, and you gotta like finagle it to get it in properly. It's just a pain in the ass. Let's pull out this one. Star Trek. The Book of Lists. Kirk's most memorable kisses. Useful Klingon phrases. Tongue-twisting technobabble. Red shirt alert. Before they were famous. So, if anybody wants to hear anything from this one, let's see. Give me a number between 1 and 217. And this is like very much like bite-sizey little things. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Oh, by all means, Cap read the articles from Playboy, LOL. Never. Well, actually, it's not true. I've read a few. Fleetpaw says he only ever bought Playboy for the articles. Interesting. John Walker, have you had anything in your collection that you traded and later deeply regretted it? When I was 13, I traded away a Charizard card I found out was worth $10,000. You ever had that happen? No. I tend to keep my stuff. I don't like getting rid of stuff. I did get rid of a very valuable Optimus Prime toy. It was the Pepsi trailer, but the Canadian version of the Pepsi trailer. So it wasn't the stupid brown tanker version, and it wasn't the regular trailer with the really small Pepsi sticker. This had a Pepsi sticker all on the side. Fleetpaw, there's a video for it called Pepsi Prime, and I document the whole thing before I sell it to a really close friend of mine who was a completionist, and he needed that to complete his Transformers collection. He had like every Transformer. So I talk about my history with it. I talk about my regret at getting rid of it. But at the same time, I got another Optimus Prime in near mint condition to replace it. Plus another Sludge, because I had lost my childhood Sludge, which is one of the Dinobots. I also got a Sideswipe. I got a bunch of stuff as a trade for it, essentially. And yeah, so there is a video all about it. That's one thing I regret getting rid of. Also had a large comic book, which was Superman versus Muhammad Ali, from when I was a kid, and I sold it maybe 20 some odd years ago. I really wish I hadn't, because I keep seeing it turn up here and there, and it's pretty cool to see, and I want it back, so I might get another one at some point, but we'll see. General Grievous, the human interest piece. Okay. Surak of Vulcan says 150. I'm only doing super chat pages though, Surak of Vulcan. Well, you know what? You just joined, so you didn't know. So no more. But I will read one. Find something on page 150. So page 150 is about future leaders. We got the cadets. There's Tom Paris, but not Tom Paris. Rick Locarno or whatever. So it says, cadets enrolled in Starfleet Academy undergo rigorous mental and physical training. The program generally lasts 4 years, though some cadets enroll in longer curriculums. While the different Star Trek series have focused on the adventures of Academy alumni, occasionally active cadets have made an appearance or had an entire episode centered around the formative years of these young Starfleet officers. Saber-tooth raptor, the phaser technology they employ fires dark purple and dark blue beams or pulses. They have both beam phasers and pulse phasers. They even have different types of torpedoes. That's cool. Don Don is here. General Grievous says, you saw humans and were interested, LOL. Cal Swinderman, all right, since we're on this path, who's your biggest Trek crush? I have one and you'll never guess. I guess yours. Biggest Carol Marcus from the Kelvin films, Alice Eve, she's amazing. Jess Bush from Strange New Worlds. lady, yeoman. I don't know if it's a yeoman. Anyway, the blonde lady from Squire of Gothos. No, not Janice Rand. I don't find Janice Rand attractive at all, for the record. Oh, Dr. Helen Noel. Oh my God. Yes, Dr. Helen Noel. There you go. Boom. That's it. Who is yours, Kyle? Squadra Course. When Magic the Gathering was pretty new, I passed on buying a Black Lotus card for $160. Fleetpaw shared the Pepsi Prime video. So thank you. I don't know what General Grievous shared. What the hell did he share? The Tale of Canadian Pepsi Optimus Prime. Oh, yes. Well, he shared it. Why is it a different link, though? Ah, they both shared the same one. That's weird. One's on... Hold on, maybe that's why. Ah, yes. So, General Grievous shared the one on the Captain Foley personal channel, and Fleetpaw shared the one on the Trekyards channel. They're the exact same video, but that's when I was starting to like split off my content and keeping it on Trekyards, but also doing the Captain Foley personal thing. John Walker says he didn't live local. It was for like 6 months of it sitting like that before he found out. I don't know what you're talking about there. Anyway, Fleetpaw, in all reality, I don't think I have ever bought a Playboy magazine. I was sheltered growing up and never had pocket money. Oh no, that's a shame. My dad had boxes of Playboy downstairs in the basement closet, which I would look through occasionally. Just saying. John Walker, ouch, I feel for you on that one, says Squadra Course. Or 2 Squadra Course. Yeah. I'm going to pick a page in this book. Ships and technology of the future. Of course, not all technobabble requires big words. 17346732146. Oh my God, let's try that again. I'm really good at this one. 17346732146 Charlie 327897764 Tango 732 Victor 73117888732476789764376 lock. Data locks up the computer with an encrypted password. Even your IT department would approve of. In T&G Brothers. That I can do that one a lot faster when it's actually the numbers and not the words of the numbers. Let's see. Kyle Swinderman says, for some reason I've had crushes on Vulcans, to Paul for sure, and then Savick, but the Robin Curtis one, told you you'd never get it. You know who's the best Vulcan, though? Dr. Solar from TNG. She also plays Kalar, which is Worf's chick that dies. Susie Plaxton, that's her name. Dr. Solar for the win. I would pick Kirstie Alley's Savick over Robin Curtis's 100%. 100%. I'm not a big fan of Robin Curtis. Of her version of Savick, anyway. Sabretooth Raptor. It would be interesting to see the Cardassian War conflict prior to TNG. Yeah. Sureka Vulcan, $2. It is logical to request page 69. Okay. You asked for it. Ooh. Right there. This one here. So it's about Romulus and Remus and Cardassia Prime. I'll read both because 69. Two-way thing. Romulus and Remus, twin planets. Oh, there's another two-way thing. In Sector Z6. Or Z6. Romulus was colonized by a group of Vulcans during Earth's 4th century. While Romulus was a temperate planet, Remus was tidally locked, so that one side always faced the star it orbited. Remans lived only on the night side and were sensitive to light. Gal Gathong on Romulus was an area known for its spectacular firefalls. Romulus, and possibly Remus as well, was destroyed by a singularity in 2367. Now, Cardassia Prime, scarcity of resources on the capital world of the Cardassian Union caused its society to become militaristic. It then relied on conquest and plunder to stay strong. The planet suffered the loss of an entire city, Lacarian City, when Cardassia's Dominion allies leveled it in retaliation for resisting attacks on the planet's power systems. 69 proved to be a good one for this book. Olam Drab. As a kid, I used to buy that for embarrassed boys. I didn't give a crap. The gentleman outside would like several issues of your finest pornography, I'd say. Always worked. Eric Martin says, a computer would probably say, sorry, all passwords must include at least one symbol. Please try again. And upper and lower case. Soraka Vulcan says, oh yeah. If 69 was red, that's 70. It wasn't red, so you're good. John Walker says, same, but for myself, I was horny, not proud. LOL. Kyle Swinderman, yes, Kalar would be my third crush. Ha ha ha, she's gorgeous. Yes, she is. Yeah. Susie Plaxton is just phenomenal. Olam Drab. You could always just out-embarrass whoever was behind the counter back then, I guess. Urs says, the ensign ist schon wieder spot. Late again. Hey Cap, always awesome book. Fleetpaw says, Jadzia Dax, yes. Esri Dax, yes. Sito Jaxa, no idea who that is. All hot, all cute, all crushes of mine. Nice. So are you guys digging this idea of me doing the book thing? Hold on. Come on. Oh shit, I thought that was it for a second. That is not the one I'm thinking of. Son of a bitch. I know it's here too. Ah, it is here. Ah, it's on the shelf I thought it was. So here is the first issue of Playboy magazine right here. First issue. And there's like very little nudity in here. There's a little bit, but it was different. And ironically, in a wicked twist of fate, two of my favorite things converge: naked women and Sherlock Holmes. There's an article introducing Sherlock Holmes and Conan Doyle talking about the drug addiction of Holmes in the first Playboy. Isn't it great how my things just come together? Oh, that's fucking great. Starting with the next issue, Playboy will present a series of the most famous adventures of Sherlock Holmes next month. A case of foreign intrigue involving a beautiful, unscrupulous woman and a king who wore a mask. That would be the Scandal in Bohemia. There's the Marilyn Monroe pinup, the first pinup from Playboy. There it is there. You don't get to see it. Just an article about Marilyn Monroe. So yeah, this is the very first Playboy, Volume 1, Number 1, 1953. Boom, baby. Jadzia is a strong choice. I'd also put Kira up for here for myself. Nah, I'm not. No. Is Fleet Paw playing nice, or is he grumpy again, Camp? He's crumpy. I like that word, crumpy. I think he meant grumpy, but crumpy kind of suits Fleet Paw. Calera is hot as fuck too. Her actress also played the female Q in Enduring Woman. I'd mess with them all. Absolutely, yes. Sabertooth Raptor, would you like to see a mini-series based on the Dominion War where you see other areas and battles of the war following different ones? Sure, yeah. John Walker says, Jadzia definitely, but if not her, then Kira. Eric Martin says, I'll take Ardra, the devil lady in the red lingerie for the win. Ardra is a good choice as well, yes. Fleetpaw, Cito Jaxa was in the first duty. She was a Bajoran cadet that fucked up with Wesley. She later appeared in TNG's Lower Decks episode where she died. Oh, then no. Not attractive. Yeah. Oh, Robin Leffler. Ashley Judd? She was great too. Sabertooth Raptor. I know they did not want to use the Sovereign class in the show, but I would be interesting to see it in battles. That definitely needed more Romulan and Klingon ships. Yes. Fleetpaw says, this is Trekyards After Dark. Says, I think we had enough of the Dominion War in DS9, to be honest. Surika Vulcan, after 11 p.m., Trekyards broadcasts the racy stuff. I aim to please, so. Willem Drab, well, I think Venom Geek's working on his fleshing out of the Dominion War, just so I always thought there ought to be more on that. Yeah. Says, Trekyards After Dark was followed by Food Yards, a warp speed away from a burger or sub near you. Kyle Swinderman, since you're a big Sherlock fan, what do you think of Benedict's show and the Robert Downey Jr. films? Any recommendation on best show or movie to jump into with Mr. Holmes? Okay, I got a lot of thoughts. Benedict Cumberbatch does a fantastic job as a modern-day Sherlock Holmes. There's one episode, the something bride, I can't remember it exactly, but it's him in Victorian England. He's much better as a Victorian Sherlock Holmes, but he's very good. Robert Downey Jr. can suck my left nut. He is not a good Sherlock Holmes. He is just some wacky wackadoodle, crazy, eccentric guy that has the name Sherlock Holmes. He does not do a good Sherlock Holmes at all, even remotely. He is absolutely garbage as Sherlock Holmes. That's my thought on him. If you want to jump into one, I would suggest the Granada series from the UK with Jeremy Brett. Jeremy Brett is the definitive Sherlock Holmes. The best Sherlock Holmes, hands down, 100%. If you want true Sherlock Holmes and true Sherlock Holmes stories, well filmed, well acted, with the definitive Holmes, check out the Granada series. It is worth it. General Grievous, subscribe to only Trekyards for full uncensored narration. John Walker, T'Pol is best girl though, even beats Jadzia. Nah. Fleetpaw, I'm never grumpy agitated sometimes, irritated others. Okay, maybe occasionally fucky wucky, but never grumpy. Eric Martin, Fleetpaw, you do you. It's all good. Says, but a good security officer is always grumpy, needs to be. That scares people into the airlock. I mean, to the brig. It's funny, you mentioned that, because Fleetpaw just pushed somebody out of the airlock right before this live. Literally. Fleet Paw says, do you ever watch Elementary, which was loosely based on Holmes? Yes, with Johnny Lee Miller. He does a fucking phenomenal Holmes. He's better than Holmes, than Benedict Cumberbatch, in my opinion. I think he does a fantastic Holmes. Now, the fact that his Watson was Lucy Liu, I don't like Lucy Liu, but I learned to like her in that series. She did a good Watson, but I get sick and tired of them changing Watson into a female. It's happened many times, and they don't need to do that. But Johnny Lee Miller is a fantastic actor, and as Holmes, yes, 100%, he is an excellent Holmes. Yes. Lipo says you had it right the first time. I airlock first and ask questions later. Kyle Swinderman, we all know that Pulaski is really the winner of Most Attractive Trek Lady. In TOS, maybe. She was in TOS twice. One was There's No Truth in Beauty, where she plays the blind lady, and then she was also a Starfleet officer in the one where they find the orbs that have the minds in them, and they have to transfer into Spock, Kirk, and Pulaski's body. It's not Pulaski, though. I can't remember her name in that. Yeah, she was more attractive back then, but still really not my type, so. John Walker, what do you think of Romulan ale? What do you think Romulan ale actually tastes like? I don't know. Like a blue energy drink is what I like to think. Eric Martin, Trekyards After Dark may contain swearing, nudity, adult situations, and plumber's butt crack. Yeah, this shirt that I'm wearing is an older shirt, and it's been washed many times. It's shrunk a bit. You need to be quiet, you. Urs says, oh, that must have been the person frozen in space coming past my shuttlecraft. Nick T says, what about Matt Frewer for Sherlock? Matt Frewer, is he Max Headroom? Because he does play Sherlock in something, and he's pretty good, if that's who you're talking about. Fleetpod, no, the definitive hottest lady in Trek is the one that made it possible, Lucille Ball. She was all right. I wouldn't call her hot. She was very attractive, though. Like, there's different scales. There's attractive, there's hot, there's sultry, there's sensual, there's adorable, there's cute, there's a bunch of different rankings. Anyway, Kloonberg says, I still haven't seen Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly Watson and Home. Oh my god. Yeah, I put off watching that as long as I could. I finally watched it. It is not that great. It's got a few funny moments, but overall it's just kind of shit. I watch it just for the Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly comedy stuff, but it's not a good Sherlock Holmes comedy. You want a fantastic Sherlock Holmes comedy? Watch Without a Clue. Without a Clue, starring Michael Caine and Ben Kingsley. Michael Caine as Sherlock Holmes and Ben Kingsley as Watson. A fucking brilliant satire of Sherlock Holmes. Well worth a watch if you haven't seen it or even heard of it. Check it out, Without a Clue. Kyle Swinderman, changing Watson to female feels like changing the side MI6 characters in James Bond. Fleetpaw says, it was Urs. He was probably frozen by then. Soraka Vulcan, Diana Muldair, Massachusetts Blue Blood. Eric Martin, Jeremy Brett was mesmerizing as Sherlock. He is the reason I got into the character. Yeah, he was fucking phenomenal. He really embodied that character, 100%. Fleetpaw, Lucy was sultry. Could be. Attractive, absolutely. And funny hot. Funny hot. Sure, I'll buy it. At least to me. I do have a thing for redheads. As do I. I think all men have a thing for redheads. If they don't, there's something wrong with their genetic coding. Mesmerizing. That's another one, yes. Urs says, at least in the shuttlecraft, it hit the window and left a mark. And it's a rental. We ensigns can't afford our own shuttlecraft. Cal Swinterman, all I'm saying is seen to Paul's back and crack as a middle schooler live on TV made me fall in love with her forever. Amen, brother. Amen. And I thank God it was cold in the decon chamber. I'm just saying. John Walker, just her back. LOL. She had more side boob in that show than a fat guy at the beach. Wow. Urs and the shuttlecraft was an old rust bucket with bolts. Fleet Pa says you may need to contact Progressive Shuttle Insurance Company. They may make you pay a deductible, though. Dean Badger says, I agree about the redheads. Sylvia was a redhead when I met her, and my God, curly redhead. Oh, my. Wow. Anyway, moving on. Eric Martin, when we sought to pull nude from the back, I had the same expression on my face that Tripp did in that scene. That's a great place, I think, to leave this live off. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, and I think I'm going to call it there, guys. But it's been interesting. We've definitely looked at a few things. Ooh. There is more black and white nudity in the back. I mean, why does the Star Trek Book of Lists have nudity in the back? What? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and join me again for more fun stuff. Look, the Picard maneuver. That's how you do it. So, I'll leave it there. Everybody, have a good night. I'll see you. We'll have a video coming out tomorrow on the Captain Foley personal channel at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check that out. It's a good one. It's a good one. And I'll see you Thursday night, 2 nights from now, for the first reaction to the next Lower Decks episode. So, until next time. Oh, John Walker, $2. Night, Captain Foley. Thank you. Thank you, John. Good night to you as well. And anyway, yes, everybody have a good night. I'll catch you guys later. Cheers.